Hey, what's up guys, back with some more videos. Just going to do some like winter content and like early spring content. I'm doing this pretty much in the middle of February, but depending when I want to post it, it'll probably be sometime in like middle of November or whatever, whenever I get the project done. But as you see by this episode, we have these trailing arms down here. We are going to be rebuilding, and I'll go over everything of why I'm rebuilding these in like the next clip when I do like a little close-up over there on the bench. After I get done filming another episode, but basically these are just going to get rebuilt, reinforced, powder coated, and pretty much do everything like the whole nine. So in the next clip I'll show you a little close-up and I'll give you like a rundown of everything that we're doing to the trailing arms in these two episodes, because I'm going to split it up into two episodes, so it's probably going to be like 10 to 15 minutes for this video and 10 to 15 minutes for the next video, completely being redone and all that good stuff. So this video we're going to focus on getting them stripped, getting them bead blasted or whatever for the powder coat, getting them reinforced, maybe doing the powder coat at the end of this episode, I'm not really sure, but we're just going to do that, and let's go look at them on the bench. Alright, so we got the rear trailing arm up here. We're just going to go over a few things that we're going to do in this little mini series of the two episodes. Like I said, it's getting reinforced, so I got all my reinforcement stuff here from Garagistic, or Garagistic, or however you want to say it. But just want to kind of cover what gets reinforced and why it gets reinforced. So this little piece right here, just a little piece of metal to reinforce right here with the sway bar mounts. So obviously if you're running a bigger sway bar, these are weak points on the trailing arms because they end up cracking, and they're pretty easy to bend. So if you're running like a more aggressive rear setup for a sway bar, then this is definitely going to be something you want to do. So it comes with that little plate. I ordered these, and then I think the kit by itself comes with this. I'm not sure if autofocus is on. But anyways, this is the little bar. This is for mounts right here on the chassis of the rear trailing arm. So it comes right here, and let's see if you can get you in the frame. Basically stiffens up this point right here, which is where the rear shock mounts, and this isn't like super necessary unless you're running like true rear coilovers and you don't use a spring here. This is obviously a weak point and could break with age, so just kind of gives it a little stability. You weld it here and you weld it against the body. So that's that one. We're gonna go ahead and flip it over. All right, and then this will go right here, because with the later like Z3Ms, I believe, and other later models, the trailing arms have a bar here, which I know somebody does make a bar that you can weld there, but I just went with this setup. Just looks cleaner and doesn't look bad or anything. So this, like I said, is going to go here, has your drain holes and your hole for your ABS. But basically you just put it there, tack weld it, and then conform this to the arms because it is sticking up, so you're going to conform it. You just beat it down and then you weld it the rest of the way. And obviously that strengthens up those, which is the main reason I'm doing these trailing arms, because one of mine is bent. So somehow one of these arms got bent in or out, and one of my wheels is sticking out farther than the other. So that is the main reason for doing this little process on mine, as well as doing an LSD at the same time. But that'll be a separate episode, but it's all going together at once. This is just going to be the rebuild part of the episode series or whatever. So like I said, those are all the reinforcements, as well as we're going to be doing the Condor bushings for these. I want to try out those adjustable ones for the camber and toe adjustments that go here. So I'm not sure how those work. I know people don't really like those compared to like the ones that you weld directly on the subframe, which I want to do, but I don't want to take out the subframe right now. So basically we're just going to go ahead and try those out. It'll help me with fitment, because that's basically the reason I'm getting them, to be able to adjust my my camber, get a little bit more negative camber so I can sit comfortably when it comes to fitting to lip in the rear. Plus obviously adjust the toe as much as it can be, because obviously once you lower an E30, the wheels toe in, I believe. So that's obviously a good thing. But anyways, like I said, this series is gonna cover completely redoing these. So it's getting new hubs, new wheel bearings, new backer plates, because mine are junk and these aren't very good either. Like especially where you put your spot right here for your e-brake, like the little pin or whatever, pulled through. So getting new ones of those. I'll get all like the new clips and everything. Like I said, the Condor Bushings, obviously they're made for more of like race application and be able to adjust your suspension geometry, because obviously the E30 is non-adjustable in the rear when it comes to camber and toe. So obviously that's going to help out with if you're like having a race car or whatever. But like I said, I'm just doing it basically just to get a little bit more camber so I can sit comfortably without, you know, rubbing or not having good fitment. So but this is going to be a fairly simple process, I assume. But like I said, this episode is just going to cover stripping everything, getting the stuff reinforced, and then possibly powder coating at the end of the episode. And I am going to be doing the Illusion Cherry color, which is the same color as the valve cover I've done before. And I really like that color, so I'm kind of just like sprucing up the undercarriage of the car just so I can get it to kind of like how I want it. Because I do, like I said, take a lot of inspiration from cars that are lowriders, and they do a lot of detail-oriented stuff, and I'm all about the details. So I'll probably get new sway bar, or I'll get these new fucking mounts for the sway bar link. I'm gonna get me new ones of those, and pretty much that's gonna be the end of this series. So I guess we'll get this stripped and get the hub out and everything. And I'm not sure how much of the process of each thing I want to show, because I don't want to make this episode super long. But this is definitely going to help the car out when it comes to the wheel not sticking out farther than the other side, and just everything working correctly like it should. And then, like I said, we will be doing an LSD, which will be the same episode. So when I drop these off to get powder coated, I will be dropping off the rear differential cover to get that powder coated as well. So everything is done at the same time. And then all I have to do is wait until it gets a little bit warmer, probably sometime in March, or if I can paint inside or whatever, paint the differential, and then make sure it has new fluid and gasket and everything, and we're pretty much good on that. So. Alright, so trailing arms are all stripped now. Bushings out. Got the other bushings over here, I'll show you in a minute. Just got done burning these out with the torch. So they're gonna get blasted this weekend, and then once we get them back, obviously we'll get the reinforcement done, and then the powder coat, and then we'll start reassembling these. But that'll be in the next episode. Right here we got the reinforcements. We'll get these out of here. And here are the bushings. I got them from a guy for 180 bucks instead of like the 220 it cost for them. So you got your eccentrics, then obviously you got your adjustment, you got your little spanner wrench like you do with the coilover. So those are all ready to go in. So after we get these back from blasting, we'll show you how they come out. They're kind of rusty, but I've already taken care of like all the surface rust parts. And then if there's anything else I need to do, I'll just hit it with the wheel before I get them powder coated. But yeah, guess we'll get them back next week, and then I'll show you what they look like before they go to get the stuff welded onto them. Alright boys, so as you see from that last clip, we got the trailing arms back. We're going to go drop them off right now at Brad's house to get them welded up. So once I get them back, I'll show you what they look like, and then after that we will powder coat them, and that will be the end of this episode. So next episode we'll just be putting everything back together on them and getting them ready to install in the car sometime in April, once the LSD is done as well. So should be good after that, and everything should be looking good. So yeah, on to the next clip.
Alright, little update before we take these trailing arms to get them powder coated. They're all done, they're all reinforced. Plates look nice. Good welds on them. Had my dude who did the exhaust do them. But just gonna go ahead and take these to get them powder coated, and then that'll be the end of this episode, and then we can focus on the next episode, which is basically going to be putting everything back together. Wheel bearings, backer plates, just the whole nine. And then this little mini series will be done. So we'll go ahead and put these back in the car, and hopefully we can get these done by this weekend. Powder coated for this episode so I can get done with it. Then I just have to order the wheel bearings and everything else. Like I said, I'm not doing new hubs. I'm going to keep the other hubs because they're like $180 for a hub, and there's nothing wrong with them, so I'm just going to push them back in. But yeah, they came out decent. Definitely excited to see how they're going to come out when they're getting powder coated though.
Alright boys, so finally we're going to go pick up the arms. I dropped the LSD off at the same time, but they're not done yet, so we're just going to grab the arms because that's going to finish this episode. And hopefully the sun comes out. It's kind of dingy out today, but the next clips are basically just going to be the glamour shots or whatever of how the trailing arms came out with the reinforcements and the powder coat, so I can show you guys the color. And I'm going to take some pictures for Instagram. And that should be the end of this episode. Like I said, the next episode is going to be covering putting the new backer plates on, putting the bushings in, pressing the wheel bearings in, putting the hubs back in, all the new clips for like the brake lines and everything. So that's pretty much everything that needs to be done in the next episode. So hopefully we're in focus here. But yeah, we'll go pick these up and then wait till the sun comes out, take these little clips and see how they came out. Alright boys, so I was going to do a video like what these look like in the sun, but honestly, as you could see maybe, it's been raining for like 500 years over here, so we literally can't do anything with the sun because there's no sun here. So like I said, here's how they came out. There we go. Like I said, this is the Illusion Cherry. I got a light here. I'll show you what the color looks like. Plus, I'm going to throw up some pictures after I'm talking here in a second. But, alright, so let me get the light out. Hopefully we could see, but basically, so if you could see the color on video, it is a red with metallic in it. It's a really beautiful color, honestly. And it's basically going to be close to the same color as the paint on the car itself when it gets painted or wrapped or whatever. So that's the main reason it's this color. But let's kind of put this over here. But she is all back together with the weld and all that good shit like that. So the next episode obviously is going to be putting everything on. I got to get backer plates ordered. I already have new sensors for the ABS. Let's see, gotta get the hubs cleaned up and stuff like that. But they really did come out really nice. So, really happy with the color and what I decided to go with. The LSD should be done here sometime this weekend. But next episode is going to be putting everything back together. Putting these Condor bushings, the adjustable ones, like I said. And we're pretty much going to do everything and get everything put back together, and then we can put them on the car. So, like I said, next episode is going to be after this, obviously. And we should be good to go. And then installing it will be a separate video. I'll do the LSD and the arms at the same time. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. Like I said, next video is going to be reassembling everything and putting the backer plates on and everything else like that. So after that's all done, we'll be putting them on in a separate episode. So I guess see you guys in episode number 2. So follow me on Instagram and everything for updates, and peace.